Hey, this is Darren from Property Prosperity. Today I thought I'd have a chat to you about what we do if our house has been on the market for a month and we still haven't sold it. So the first thing you should be asking yourself is why? Why isn't it sold? And then if you don't know the answer to that, then it's probably because your agent's not giving you enough information. And the thing to understand, to be honest, a lot of people don't really understand what the role of the agent is. A lot of agents don't really understand what the role of the agent is. So, hi guys, heaps of people joining there. Hi Rick and hi Jonathan, thanks for joining. So yeah, the first thing is, and like I said, if you like what I had to say, then click on the like button, guys, because I really appreciate it. Even if they don't like what I have to say, still click on the like button, because that'd be really cool. And if you know someone that's had their house on the market for longer than a month, then click on the share button, because I'm sure they're going to get some use out of this. So like I said, the first thing is if your house has been on the market for more than a month, and the question you should be asking yourself is why? Why hasn't it sold? It's already been 4 weeks. And then it comes down to you should be asking your agent that question. They should be having some answers, because the role of the agent is to market the property really well and negotiate on the property really well. And so the first number rule they need to be doing is marketing the property well. And for me, marketing the property well means getting lots of people to come and have a look at your house, because if someone doesn't come and look at your house, they're not going to buy it. So the reason why you want lots of people to come and have a look at your house, firstly because it gives people an opportunity to buy it and maybe fall in love with it and obviously be able to sell it. But then secondly, even if you don't sell it, getting lots of people there is going to give you lots of feedback. And so you can start to try and work out what it is about your house that people don't like. So there might be a particular thing. It might be the colors. It might be the location. It might just smell funny, or it might be the furniture. It could be anything that's causing people not to buy your house. And without having lots of people there, if you only get 1 or 2 people to come and have a look at your house, and there's not enough people to decide that's what people don't like about your house. There's not enough feedback. And so really getting lots and lots of people to your open, regardless of who they are, friends, neighbours, family, workmates, anybody. Get lots of people to come and have a look at your house and give you feedback on what they like about your house as well as what they don't like about your house, because that gives you a really good insight into what people that actually want to buy it are going to be thinking when they come and look at your house. Because at the end of the day, you might find that people actually want to buy it might be a little bit tight-lipped and not want to actually tell you what they think about your house, because they want to make sure maybe they just want to sit back and see what happens, and hopefully you're still on the market for a while, so they grab themselves a bargain. Hey, Nathan, thanks for joining, and Joe. So the thing to understand is the people that want to buy your house aren't necessarily going to give you a lot of feedback. So getting lots and lots of people to come and look at your house, you're going to get heaps of feedback. The other thing is if you've had your property on the market for a month, and you're not getting any feedback from your agent, then it's not a good sign, to be honest. It shows your agent's probably not doing their job. Their whole job of the agent is, like I said, getting lots of people there. But if they're not communicating back to you, because at the end of the day, you make the decision on whether you want to accept an offer, or you make a decision on whether you want to change your marketing strategy, because it's your house and it's your money that you're spending to get this house sold. And so if the agent's not feeding you back this information, that's really hard for you to make an informed decision on what to do next. So that's the first thing. If your agent's not contacting you every day that you've had your house on the market, then it's not a good sign. And that's my first thing. If the agent's not contacting you every day, then that's probably not a good thing. Secondly, if they haven't had lots of people coming to you open, they probably haven't been doing their job as well as they possibly could have. Like I said, their job's to market the property, get lots of people there. If they can't get people there, then what have they been doing with their time? And then the third thing they should be doing is they should be getting lots of offers in. So let's assume you have had lots of people come to your property. And so the next thing you should be asking is, okay, well, what are the offers I've had so far? And if the agent hasn't got any offers in, the question is why? Why haven't I got any offers? At the end of the day, people are going to buy your house. At some point, at some price point, people are going to buy your house. So the agent's role is to go and try and flesh out all these people. Even if it is the neighbour next door, he'll buy your house at a certain price point. I'll buy your house at a certain price. So even if I don't want your house, I'll buy it for $100, even if I don't know anything about your house, I'll buy it for $100. So the role of the agent then is to get lots and lots of offers. The house I put on the market on the weekend, I've had 2 opens. So the first open I had about 23 groups come through, and then the second open I had the other thing is I had 2 opens a week. So on the Tuesday night I had another open. I had about 7 groups come through in the midweek open. So and each group's probably got 2 or 3 people in there. So that's a pretty big chunk of the people come and have a look at my property. So that's 30 groups that come through, probably 2 or 3 people in a group. So that's probably 60, 70 people who have come through and had a look at my house. So that's a lot of feedback. And the next thing I do after that is I ring everybody back and get heaps of feedback afterwards, because obviously I'm pretty busy at Opens because I've got heaps of people there and they're busy and they just want to get in and get out and all that sort of stuff. So by giving me a call afterwards, it takes a long time to do that. To be honest, it takes me hours after an open, but that's where you get really valuable feedback on their thoughts of not only your house, but other houses in the area, how it compares to them, how it compares as far as price goes. And then I can pass that back to the owner and they can really start to make an informed decision. And after that conversation, I ask them whether they want to put in an offer. And, a majority of them are probably going to say no. But then my job then is to say, okay, well, what if the price was different? Would that make a difference? And for some people, it's not going to make a difference. But for other people, it will. And if they say, oh, maybe if the price was different, then work out what sort of price is going to make them want to put in an offer. And then, obviously, most people want the price to go down, so you keep dropping the price and find out what it's going to take to get offers. And then from there on, once you got offers, then you can make something happen. Until we get offers, nothing's going to happen. So, of my 30 groups I got through in 2 days, this is in the space of, so I had my first open on the Saturday and my second open on the Tuesday, so the space of, 4 or 5 days, I probably had about 13 offers come in. So, and these are all people that actually wanted to buy the property, so they're not just crazy offers like my $100 type thing, but varying, they're probably varying $100,000 between the offers. So there is a massive difference in what they're actually going to offer. But still, there's still offers. At the end of the day, if you don't get offers, you're not going to be able to sell the property. And then from then on, you just start the whole process. And then the role of the agent is to start negotiating on the property. So you can see what's supposed to happen. This has all happened in the space of 3 or 4 days. So the thing is, if you've got a property that's been on the market for a month, and you haven't had a lot of people come to your open, and you haven't had any offers in, then you should be asking your agent why. Why didn't you get people to come to the open, and why haven't you been getting offers in? And if they're not updating you constantly, giving huge amounts of feedback, then maybe you should be questioning whether your agent's got the skills to do what you need them to do. And then, secondly, you've sort of, even if the agent has got lots of people there, they have got lots of offers in, then they should be giving you feedback. And at the end of the day, if you're getting heaps of people coming and you're getting lots of offers and you're not accepting that offer, then maybe it's not the people coming. Maybe it's you have to reconsider, what you think your house may be worth. If it is the price point thing, or at the end of the day, if you're not going to do anything differently, you've had 30 groups come through, you've had 13 offers, none of them are what you're expecting, and you're not willing to accept it, then what's the point of leaving it on the market? What else can I do in the first 5 days that I'm not getting? What's going to make any difference in a month compared to my first week? Maybe I get another 5 or 10 groups, but to be honest with you, what's going to happen? Your first open, you're going to get the most amount of people. The second open, you're going to get less. The third open, you're going to get less. Until in a month's time, you have an open, you're going to get one person rock up. And that one person is going to be in a really powerful position in the sense they know it's been on the market for a month. They know no one else is looking at the property, and they know they can offer a lot lower price than what you otherwise would like to. And so those offers you're getting from your very first open are going to look a hell of a lot better than what they're going to look like in a month's time. So my advice to you, if it has been on the market for a month, and your agent has got lots of people there, you had lots of offers, you really need to reconsider whether you want to sell the property or not. If the answer is yes, I still want to sell my property, but then really you've got to be doing something different. And if you're not doing something different, it might be the price, or it might be changing the house slightly. It might be a different marketing strategy. Maybe the people you're getting to come and look at your house aren't the right people. So maybe you have to look at something different. Maybe it's going to be Facebook marketing or Instagram marketing, or maybe you're going to dress up as a chicken and run up and down the street. Whatever it is, if you're not doing something different, then nothing's going to change. And to be honest, when you're putting a house on the market, it's probably going to be worse. The longer time goes on, the worse the market's going to get for you. So even it might be, I hate to say it as a real estate agent, but it might be just changing the real estate agent. And it might not actually be anything wrong with the agent. They may have done their job correctly, but purely by the fact it's rebooting the marketing program, might just help people just notice the property again and come back and have a second look. And then, who knows, then maybe you're going to sell the property because you've changed the agent, or maybe you're going to be doing some other different sort of strategy, or even maybe just take the property off the market and put it back on again. You know, I've done that with clients before. We put a property on the market, and then I had it on the market for like a month or so. I had done everything. Like, I smashed myself to try and sell the property. I tried heaps of different strategies to try and do different things to get more people there. I did some Facebook marketing. I got like 2,500 people had watched the video of the property, and obviously that brought some more people to come and look at it, but I still couldn't sell the property. And so at the end of the day, I said to the owner, what else am I supposed to do? You know, I've done everything I possibly can, and we've had hundreds of people come and look at the house. You know, I've got as many offers as I possibly can, and we still haven't sold it. So there's nothing else I can do. So what do we do? My advice to them was just take it off the market. And I said, hey, you can take it off the market, and then we can just put it back on the market. And then their particular situation, they needed to sell the property. It was sitting there vacant. They couldn't do anything else with it. They didn't want to rent it out because it was too high a standard to be rented out because it would get trashed. And so we just took it off the market, and we put it back on the market a few weeks later, and then we sold it, you know, within that first week. And so purely by doing something different, then we sold the property. But that takes a lot of guts from the owners to believe in their agent that they're telling them the truth, because obviously it's costing them money having a vacant house sitting there. This particular client they hired furniture and made the house look $1 million, so it's actually costing them money to have a property sitting there. But they had the confidence in me, knowing that I'd done everything I possibly could, because I'd got heaps of people there, I got heaps of offers in, I was communicating them the whole way through, so they knew I did everything I possibly could. So for them, they were saying it wasn't the agent's fault. It was just for whatever reason, we just couldn't sell it. And so we took it off the market, put it back on the market in, you know, a few weeks' time, and then we sold it within like a week. And so hopefully that makes sense. And hopefully if you get some value out of this, if you've had your property on the market for longer than a month, hopefully it makes you put a bit more, make your agent work a bit harder, basically. If they're not doing some of the things I'm saying, if they're not doing something different after a month, then you really got to consider, you know, what are you going to do different to make your house sell? So if you like what I had to say, click on the like button. Even if you haven't liked what I had to say, still click on the like button because I really appreciate it. And if you know someone that's had a property on the market for more than a month and they haven't sold it, then share it out to them, because I'm sure they're going to get a lot of use out of it. Because like you said, it's going to cost you money leaving your property in the market. Not only the fact that it's costing you money just sitting there and you're going to pay council rates and interest rates and all that other sort of stuff, but in reality, when you go to sell it, because it's been on the market for so long, the person that's going to buy you is going to offer you way less than what it's worth. And that might be tens, $50,000, $100,000 less than what you're hoping for the property. So definitely you got to get in quick. You got to sell the property as quickly as possible when you get those best offers, and keep doing things differently. Otherwise, it's not going to sell. So thanks, guys. I'll catch up with you next time. Bye for now.